Hi, I'm Ricky from Rev Consultants. So I help subcontractors with their tendering. So basically, my goal is to help you make this process as simple and successful as possible, so you can win those bigger contracts with less stress. I'm here on a regular basis, so jump on. Feel free to jump on. Ask me a question or DM me anything you feel like would be a good topic to cover as well. Yeah, this is your opportunity to ask me anything. Okay, let's get into it. So, topic for discussion this week is what you need to know about outsourcing your tendering. So, let me just start by saying I'm not against outsourcing tendering. Your time's limited. This is true of tendering. As your company gets bigger, you can't do everything. So, there is a place for using freelance estimators to jump in and help lighten the load, 100%. What I want to stress, however, is that it's really risky just letting a freelance estimator who doesn't understand your business and how you operate just take away an estimate or a tender and price the job without any of your input. So what's the best approach to take? So you need to be guiding the estimator to come to the right price for your company rather than just sending off the drawings and letting them return a price without any of your input. So how do you do this? There's a few points that I'll run through here. One, you should provide them with a list of your suppliers, your actual suppliers, and make sure that they're getting material and subcontractor quotes from the suppliers that you will actually use on that job. So, i.e., direct suppliers that you'll use if you're successful with the job, rather than rates from a rate book. Number two, you should be ensuring that the labor and plant rates that they use reflect what you actually pay. So the labor rates that they use, again, should be the rates that you actually pay your labor. And same with plant. If you hire plant, it should be from the hire company that you hire from, rather than, again, a rates book. So rates reflecting what you actually pay. My third point here is complete a program yourself. If you complete a program yourself and provide them with the program for the job, as well as the crews that you actually use, this will be guiding them for the labor. Remember, like an estimator and a QS, they're not the engineers or the project managers. Usually they can't program. So if you're providing them with that information, you're guiding them on that element of the works. So give them a program so they can price off the program. My fourth point here, provide them with the prelims that you will actually use. So are you going to have a non-working supervisor? Are you going to have a project manager? Whatever it may be, this is something you should tell them as well. And it should reflect, again, what you're going to actually use. Don't let them decide for you. My fifth point here, you should provide them with your actual overheads and the profit that you want to use, rather than letting them have an estimate at the overheads and the profit to include. So you give them this information. You should know it, and you should give it to them and tell them that's what you want to price. So these points that I just raised here, there shouldn't be any guesswork from your side in any of these points. And if you're not sure about it, you need to work it out. It's really important. So when you provide the estimator with this information, you're guiding them to come to a price that's right for your job. So this is by far the best way to use outsourced tendering, rather than letting them make those decisions. Lastly here, and very importantly, you should be reviewing the price compiled by the freelance estimator or the outsourced QS, whatever you want to call them. And you should be reviewing it, understanding it, how it's built up, and making any necessary adjustments. So there could be, you might want to add more risk or take risk out, anything like that. Change anything around to make sure it's right for your company. So when I train clients on putting together stronger tenders, ensuring that you get the right price for your company, even if you're outsourcing it, so it's outsourced help and freelance help, this is a really important element. And getting the price right for you is what you want to be aiming for. So in summary, the final price and build up, I mean that's your responsibility. It's even if you're outsourcing it, it's still your responsibility. So it needs to reflect your company, and simply trusting the estimator and not having input into it. It's like handing the keys over to your business. If they don't have any input from you and your rates, they're building a price off who knows what. It might not reflect what you can actually build the job for. So when you can guide the price and you can review it and you can make sure it's right for you, you're setting up for a successful and a profitable project. Okay, that's it for today. Like to keep these things short and sweet. Stay tuned for my next live. I'll cover another impactful tendering topic. If you want to speak to me about your tendering, I offer a limited number of free calls to talk specifically about how you can improve your tendering. If you want to book one of these, jump on my LinkedIn profile. There's a link there. Thank you, and see you again soon.